I've had a few questions about how my experiment of going back to the Boox platform since really enjoying the Supernote platform has gone. And it does seem that Boox themselves seem to be taking something of a leaf out of the Supernote playbook. So they brought out this, which is their premium pen. Well, I say they brought it out. It's actually just been released to a couple of us on YouTube, I think, at this point. And I think they're just garnering whether you guys in the audience are really very interested in this or not. So this is the Boox version, if you like, of the Heart of Metal from Supernote. I can tell you that I'm certainly enjoying going back to Boox, and it is seamless. A random crash there. And there are certainly things that I really like about the Boox platform. Smart Scribe, for instance, is one of them. And there's certain things that I really like about the Supernote. Now, part of that Supernote workflow that I've been emulating on the Boox has been using PDFs as a template for a notepad. And that's useful because then you get all the note-taking features. And that seemed to work quite well at first, but just yesterday I had a bit of an issue with that notebook background, and unfortunately it changed all of the pages, and so all of my notes were not in their kind of neat boxes in my daily planner. So that was a bit frustrating. So I've gone back to using annotating on top of PDFs on Boox, which is fine, that's what I've always done, and so I'm not really troubled by that. However, I can say that there's probably not a perfect emulation of a Supernote workflow there. I used the Supernote PDF background in the notebook for maybe even 2 months, and that didn't happen once there. One thing that wasn't so great about the Boox platform was using the ordinary pen. This is called the Pen Plus, I believe. And then there's a Pen 2 Pro. Pen 2 Pro has the eraser on the back as well, which you kind of don't need now that you've got Smart Scribe. Both of them are magnetically attached to devices. And although I do quite like having the magnetic attachment, you also do need to have this kind of clip across here to ensure that you don't lose that stylus. Now, that's one thing if you're going to go for this more premium feeling pen, is of course it is not magnetic. It's sticking on a little bit because the magnet's on there, but it isn't sort of designed to stay there. I wonder whether in fact you can get away with pen loop. I doubt it somehow. That's not going to be something that you're going to enjoy using. Although there, it does work, look. And you can always use that clip. Potentially that's a go out, although no, I'm not so sure. No. This is the type of pen that I think you would want it to live in a pencil case or something, rather than it be attached to the side of the device. In any case, there is a disadvantage of the magnetic attachment, is that you do sometimes lose it in your bag. The clip goes some way to mitigating that, but when I pulled this out of my bag, bring it back from school yesterday, I did find that I had to dig around the bottom of the bag to find the pen, as it just slipped out from underneath that loop there as well. How does it compare to the Heart of Metal 2 pen? Well, I think there might still be work to do, Boox, to really make it look as good as the Supernote pen. It's nice though, it's a nice entry, it's a nice start point here. You can see it's directly inspired by it. One thing I do feel though about it is that they both have this kind of like edge to where you hold the pen, and the Boox pen is too far up the pen. I wouldn't naturally hold a pen quite so high up. I would hold it a bit closer to the nib, like this one for instance. It does feel a bit more right, if that makes sense. When I compare it to what I would consider to be one of my very favorite pens of all designs, which is the Rapid Pro, you can see that is closer to the nib, like the Supernote, rather than being a bit too far away like the Boox. It's not bad, but I don't know where they've got the inspiration for putting it quite so high up the barrel of the pen there. Great pen that. And the other thing I would say is there's no difference in the nib. So all of these three options from Boox, they all have exactly the same nib at the end of the pen. So there's no difference in the writing feel there. So I think that matters more. In fact, that you have a different writing feel. I think possibly, I know you could replace those nibs with other options, but Boox should probably make a deal out of that and just have it come in the box with a nib which already has that bit more of a ballpoint feeling feel. Nice though, I like their style. I like where this is going. And if they do bring this out to the public, then I hope they'll also let you do a free engraving as well, which would be really quite a nice little touch. Interesting development.